Hi, it's Death Girl 11. I actually did a labor and delivery video already, but it ended up being really long. So, if you want to read the entire thing, I wrote it and put it on my Zanga, and there will be a link to it. Or there's 3 parts, so there'll be 3 links. Keep in mind that I am terrible at English. It's the one subject I'm completely awful at, and spelling, so just bear with me for the whole thing. I know that I look terrible. I've been finding out that it's a lot harder to take care of yourself when you're taking care of a baby, so but I will give you a little bit about him. So he was born on the 21st of May at 6:47 p.m. It was I guess it wasn't a long labor, but it was a lot of hassle. It's sorry. From the very beginning, a lot of things were going wrong as far as I was treated poorly by the doctor on call. And they relay messages to the nurses when they call me in, so I was treated like I wasn't, like I call and say, I think I'm in labor, and I was given the, does it feel different this time? And treated terribly. And so I'm not sure if it's because I look young, or if because I came in earlier that day, because I was like, I think my water broke. And I actually was told by a nurse that your water can tear, it can tear a little bit and then seal up. So I had just had a terrible experience, and I ended up pushing for 4 hours, and then nobody realized that something was going wrong, and I ended up getting a C-section, so, which I really didn't want to get, but I did. So he was born, and he was 5. He was 7'5" and 19 inches long. I guess when they're born, they get scored twice or whatever. I have this hair here that's driving me crazy, and I wish I didn't have the camera in front of me so I wouldn't be able to see it. I'm just gonna ignore it. But oh yeah, they score twice, and the first time you get a 9, and the second time you get a 9, which is great, I guess. So I'm happy about that. And let's see, what else? I guess he's sleeping right now, so I don't want to go wake him up because he's been up all day and driving me absolutely insane. So let me see what else happened since then, because it's been, in 2 days he'll be 3 weeks old. So breastfeeding. I did that for 2 weeks, and then a lot of things went wrong. One, I guess I have small nipples, so it was harder for him to latch. Second problem was that his tongue doesn't stick out very far. Like, this is as far as it sticks out, which is, I think, cute, but it makes it harder for him to latch. But the shield was working. The only problem was we needed to fill it with something. Well, not fill it, but put enough in there for him to start sucking on it. So we needed to get formula so he would start sucking on it, because I had a C-section and my milk was slow to come in. So we had to do that, which was annoying. And then eventually I was just like, I'm just gonna pump. Screw all this. So I was using the pump, which was very tedious and obnoxious, but I was still doing it. And eventually the skin around my nipple was getting cracked and started bleeding, and which hurt. But you know, I kept doing it. I just turned the pump down, and I was using the cream and stuff like that, trying to make it not hurt so bad. Eventually, I ended up getting mastitis and getting a fever every day, and by that point, I was just like, you know, to hell with this. I'm sick of all this stuff happening. So I'm now using formula, and it's pretty expensive. So we're trying to deal with that, because for about it costs $13 for a 6-pack of cans, and that lasts almost 3 days. So it's getting a little difficult to do that. So we're trying. My hair's bothering me. We're trying to deal with stuff. Also, a problem that I'm having is my downstairs neighbors are banging on the ceiling when he cries, and, you know, making little comments when we go downstairs, like, all he wants is to be held. But you know what? Babies cry. That's something we've learned. Babies cry when they're hungry, when they're cold, when they're sad, when they have gas, when they just feel like it. He hates being changed. As soon as you put him down on the changing table, he starts screaming. And of course, there's those ordeals where you put him down, you change his diaper, he pees again, then you go to change his diaper and he poops, and then he's still on the changing table just screaming. You're trying to get this done as quick as possible, and then he pees all over his outfit, and you're like, I have to change your outfit now, and you're still going to be screaming. So, I mean, they're just going to have to deal with it. I mean, they're having a kid in 3 months. They're going to get a rude awakening if they can't deal with a little bit of crying. Because apparently, I mean, I haven't had kids other than him, but apparently he's really good and doesn't cry a lot. So when he's crying and they're freaking out about it, they can deal with it, because I don't know. But so I guess that's everything that's happened so far. I will get a video of him, and I have like a million pictures. I lie. I probably have like 50. But I'll get those, and I'll get a video with him. He's adorable. That's all I can say. I'm not gonna go wake him up though, because I have to wake him up in like an hour to feed him. So, oh, he sleeps better in his crib than he does the bassinet, which really makes me nervous, because we found this out like a couple days ago. Because I put him in his crib too, so I could go wash his bottles to get them ready, and he instantly stopped crying and just went to sleep. Which, if you put him in the bassinet, he cries for a very long time before falling to sleep or anything. So we had him last night in the crib, which I was so nerve-wracked. I mean, we have a monitor, but it didn't matter. I was still like, oh my god, he's so far away. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll see how the formula thing goes, because he's kind of throwing up. He might be lactose intolerant, and he might need soy. So yeah, I guess that's everything. So yeah, I'll have the links down there for the labor and delivery story if you want to read. If you can read. I know that a lot of people watch these because it's easier to listen to someone say it than it is to read it. But yes. Okay, I'm done talking. I'm gonna go do stuff now that he's asleep. So